Hi Flosstube, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. It is Friday, October 26th at approximately 10 o'clock p.m. It's actually closer to 10:05 p.m. Eastern Time. I am coming to you with a little bit of an update. Sorry, I just had to move the light out of the way so you can see the glare on the chickadee cross stitch that's up behind me. Anyway, I'm coming to you with a little bit of an update. I have a lot of stash and a lot of things to show you here next to me. Let me move that down just a little bit so you can see this pile here is stuff that I have to show you. I am in the process of recording a video of the estate sale haul that I have from the estate sale I went to last Friday before our trip to West Virginia. I purchased about $80 worth of stuff, and I'm kind of going through the best of some of the stuff that I got. The estate, the wife was an avid crafter. She had a lot of yarn, which is what enticed me to go to the estate sale to begin with. But she was an avid quilter, and she was also a cross stitcher. So I managed to pick up 2 boxes worth of cross stitch projects, quite a few of her unfinished cross stitch projects. I think I said cross stitch projects in the boxes. No, there were cross stitch patterns in the boxes. And you know, I also got a box of crochet patterns and some other stuff, some quilting templates, and you know, omni-grid, those kind of thick omni-grid gridded rulers and cutters that you can cut straight edges with. So yeah, I'm in the process of recording. I just recorded that hour and 15-minute long or so part 1 of it, and I'm gonna be doing part 2 this weekend, showing you the whips that the lady had that I picked up at the estate sale. So I'm in the process of kind of doing that, so you'll see that video when it comes up. It may be another couple of days before that video is ready to load, but I kind of wanted to come to you tonight to show you, kind of give you an update on where I'm at with some things. So that being said, let me get some of my stuff together for you. Bear with me just a minute. I'm gonna have to pause and get the pattern out of my my work bag for the Haunted Mansion Stitch Along. The final installment of that pattern came out this week, or came out last week, and I was going to show you that and the fabric that finally came in for it. So bear with me. I have to grab a couple of things, and I will be right back. Thanks. Hi everybody, I'm back, and sorry for the little delay. You guys didn't notice that because I literally paused the video and restarted, but you guys did notice that. So just really quick, I know a lot of you look for things to watch when you are stitching, and Hallmark Channel, I don't know if many of you know the Hallmark Channel, they're counting down to Christmas. Holiday movies, 24/7, 22 all-new original movie premieres, programming guide. The countdown to Christmas. The first one starts, the first new holiday film by Hallmark airs tomorrow night. You can see Saturday, October 27th, Christmas at Pemberley. Christmas at Pemberley Manor. It's at 8 p.m. on the Hallmark Channel. So you can go and download your own Countdown to Christmas listing. I have my Countdown to Christmas listing. I just have Hallmark Movies Now, which is like a $4.99 monthly subscription. I don't have the full I don't have access to the full Hallmark channel because I don't have cable. So I just get Hallmark Movies Now. And I am really hoping that I can catch the Countdown to Christmas on Hallmark Movies Now. So, there you go. Little PSA. Hallmark Movies Now is stuff to watch while you're stitching, besides YouTube and Netflix. But, you know, YouTube and Netflix is pretty good. So, alright. On Monday, I also had Monday off because of the trip to West Virginia. And while I was enjoying my day off, I went to a needlework shop here in Columbus. It's actually needlepoint. They carry mostly needlepoint, and it's called Louise's Needlework. It's up on the north side of town, almost in, I believe it might actually be in Delaware County, but it's called Louise's Needlework. And I went up there because, knowing their needlepoint, they have a wide selection of other flosses like Weeks Dye Works and Gloriana silks, all kinds of silks. All kinds of silks. I walked in, I was in there for an hour and a half just like looking at all the eye candy. There was so many fibers in there. They have a ton of stuff. So if you're ever in Columbus and you're in the market for silks, for, you know, upgrading your stash, your floss collection, and including silks, go to Louise's Needlework because they have it all. They also carry Anchor floss. Not many places around carry Anchor floss. They do carry Anchor. They don't carry DMC because for a shop like that to carry DMC, they'd have to charge at least $1 a skein. And many people can get DMC at Joann's and Michael's a lot cheaper than that. So they don't bother carrying DMC. They do carry Anchor, including Anchor Pearl Cotton. So if you're looking for Anchor floss, Louise's Needlework is a good place to go. Cross My Heart has some Anchor floss. I haven't really looked over Cross My Heart's collection, but Cross My Heart kind of, they not really specialize, but they kind of lean towards more DMC flosses than they do Anchor. Louise's Needlework also has a wide variety of Kreinik, blending filaments and all that. But anyway, so while I was there, I did pick up a couple of things that they had. Bear with me just a minute. I have to kind of get that off screen. So, let me dig out my bag of stuff. Yeah, I put all kinds of stuff in this Louise's Needlework bag. That isn't Louise's Needlework. That isn't Louise's. That isn't Louise's. That came in the mail. That isn't Louise's. I think that's it. Alright, so while I was there, I did pick up some Anchor floss. I have been wanting to do kind of a side-by-side comparison of Anchor black, DMC black, and the Japanese black thread that I had bought. I can't remember the exact name of the Japanese cotton threads that I bought when I was out in California last year. When I went to the We of the Needle in Brea, California, I picked up the Japanese floss, the black and the Japanese floss that they had there. But while I was at Louise's Needlework, I did pick up Anchor black and Anchor white. You can see their Anchor here. Their black is 403 and their white is 2. So I do have Anchor black and Anchor white. I have 2 skeins of each. So at some point, I am going to do a side-by-side stitch comparison with at least black in Anchor, DMC, and the other black that I have. If you hear something in the background, that's just my TV. I have 2020 on. There's a Murder in the Mansion kind of thing going on, and it kind of intrigued me. I'm not really watching it, just, you know, it happens to be on the TV right now. So anyway, there is that. I have Anchor floss. This is actually, if you'll remember last year in California, also at the CrossStitch store, the needlework shop in Brea that I went to, they had this kit that I hadn't seen, and I got the umbrella painter. I don't know if you remember that kit. That kit, I believe, was kitted with Anchor. And I also have another kit that I got that is also kitted in Anchor. So I have some Anchor floss now, and I don't know. But anyway, the other thing that kind of caught my eye when I was there, they have a sale area in the back. And apparently, Louise's Needlework was sent an order that included cross-stitch patterns. Now, the store isn't a cross-stitch store. They know Cross My Heart, you know, sells cross-stitch. And they are a needlepoint store. And they don't sell cross-stitch. They don't sell cross-stitch fabric. They sell needlepoint canvases. They sell threads that, cross stitchers would use, and quite a few cross stitchers come in to do it. But they were sent a shipment of cross stitch patterns on accident, and they contacted the company that sent them the order in error, and the company just said, well, keep it, we apologize for that. We'll just, just keep it, because it's going to cost you more in shipping to send them back than it's worth, so just keep it. So they had quite a few cross stitch patterns back in their for sale area. So I picked this up. This is on the 12th day of Christmas. This is a Donna Vermilion Giampa, I believe. No. Something Old, Something New series. Sue Hillis Designs. I'm sorry. This is a Sue Hillis design. I'm sorry. It's Sue Hillis. This was $1. And it's really kind of cute because you open it up and the pattern's kind of in the thing, But, so I got this for $1. I think this will make a nice addition to my collection. I just thought the motifs were kind of nice. You know how they did them separately. I may actually do that separately. But I got this pattern. It was $1. And then on one of their other tables, they had these cross-stitch ornament kits that I had never seen. The company is called Creative Needle Arts. Creative Needle Arts. This kit was listed for sale at $19. And this is from, here it says Colonial Needle. This little symbol here, Colonial Needle. This is Santa's bag, Santa's toy bag or toy bag. Creative Needle Arts, $19. Now, the interesting thing about this, it comes with full skeins of floss, everybody. This is a floss company that I hadn't heard of up until I found this kit at Louise's Needlework on Monday. This is Finca Moulinet from Presencia. Finca Moulinet, it's listed down here, Finca Moulinet from Presencia. This is Presencia floss. Never heard of it. It's from Spain. I now have a start on my Presencia floss collection, you guys. And you can order this online. I'm kind of interested in stitching this. The other interesting thing is you can actually get the charts for these for free as a free download. I forget exactly what I Google searched. I think I Google searched Creative Needle Arts. Or Colonial Needle. They come up on the Colonial Needle site, but there's like 12 patterns or something that are very similar to this that you can download for free. And this one is one of the patterns that you can actually download for free. But I got a kit, you guys, and it came with full skeins of floss. These are full skeins of floss. I'm actually really excited to get started with this because I've never seen Presencia floss. I've never heard of Presencia floss, and the feel of it feels wonderful. I mean, it feels real soft. Let's just take one out here. I mean, they're normal skeins, but as you can see, it's Presencia. And let me see if I can get this. Yeah, I don't know. This color happens to be 3229. Color 3229. Presencia floss. So I'm actually really, really excited to kind of get started on this. So once I make a start on this, this kit might actually go with me to the Camp GottaStitch cross stitch retreat I'm going to in 2 weeks. So don't mind the crinkling, I'm just trying to get this floss back in the bag. But yeah, so I have my first set of Presencia floss from Spain. And hopefully, if I like it enough, I may actually consider getting some more. It kind of looks to me, based on the conversion that I found online, it looks to me like there's more Presencia floss colors than there are DMC. But I could be wrong about that. I didn't really get a chance to look at the conversion. But yeah, I have this kit, Creative Needles. You can also get these kits on the website that I found the floss at. They're a little cheaper than the $19 I paid. But, you know, if I like the kit, I may actually go back to Louise's Needlework and, you know, support my local needlework shop and buy another kit. Cross My Heart, I hadn't seen these kits at Cross My Heart yet because I don't know if they would carry this different floss. But anyway, so this is one of the things I got, and I'm excited to find out how it works. So that is my stash haul from Louise's Needlework shop, which is a needlepoint shop here in Columbus, in the northern part of Columbus, Ohio. All right. So, late last week, I got the last installment for Stony Creek's Horrific Halloween Pattern of the Month series. This is October's free kit, The Moon and Stars. I may have shown this to you already, but if I have, please ignore this. But I got the last bit. So now I have the entire set, so I can actually get my fabric and, you know, make this a start at some point. Delightful day banner free. Oh, and they, so starting in November, they sent me this bookmark. Starting in November, they have the Delightful Day banner free. Different design every month, free every month. Normal shipping charges apply. Online exclusive Pattern of the Month series, November 2018 to February 2019. So in November, you're going to get the Delightful Day part at the top, and then Give from the Heart in December, and then Know the Gifts, Know the Gifts of You, and then something about peace and soul. I can't quite read it. The light's just a little off. But this is going to be the next free monthly giveaway from Stony Creek. You can get it at stonycreek.com. Remember, each installment of the pattern is free. You just pay like $3.50 shipping to get it, and then you'll have the whole entire piece. But this is the next Stony Creek free monthly giveaway. You just pay the $3.50 shipping each month for the installment. And then each month after that, like if you don't get it until December, you can actually purchase November's pattern for like $3.95 or something like that. So if you figure about $4 a pop, $16 plus, you know, $3.50 shipping, you know, it's a pretty good deal for this pattern. That's kind of nice. I may actually consider getting that again so I can have that series. There's only 4 patterns in it. I think it looks really nice. So there you go. There's the next Stony Creek monthly patterns. Little preview for you. I'm not affiliated with Stony Creek. I just happened to get it, and this was in my stash. I just happened to look at it just now. And it has a little collection checklist on the back of the bookmark for you. You go to stonycreek.com. There you go. And I believe it's the Pattern of the Month series is what you look for. Alright? Also in the mail, I got the next issue of Just GottaStitch magazine. Somebody's probably likely going to do a flip through of this for you. But this is the December 2018 Just GottaStitch magazine. I love this pattern here. I don't remember. There was a couple other ones. Oh, the Mini Bunny set kind of finishes up November and December. Bear with me just a moment. I have to get something out of my way. November and December, Mini Bunnies is in here, which is really cute. Like I said, I'm not going to do an entire flip through for you. One other thing that was cool was the Star of David pattern. You don't see too many Hanukkah patterns, especially Star of David's. This one is Star of David's with snowflakes in them. I thought that was kind of cool. I can't show you that. It's a snowman bookmark from Doreen Jones. Pretty cute. This one kind of caught my eye. Christmas Victoria House. This was probably when I'll stitch. Christmas Victoria House. That was really cool. And the trees are done in a gray, so it looks like they're, you know, kind of in the background. Not really meant to be seen. You know, a stylized Christmas reindeer. Christmas reindeer. That's not exactly my style, but, you know, hey, what floats your boat? And here's the Christmas fantasy that's shown on the front cover. I'm probably going to try and attempt to stitch that sometime this next year. Other than that, yeah. I mean, this looks like a pretty cool magazine this month. Cardinal and Blue Jay patterns, if you're into birds. there's just some neat things in here that I think I might try and stitch. Oh, Santa's truck. Santa's sleigh broke Santa's truck. So yeah, there's some cute ones in this December 2018 GottaStitch magazine. I like this a lot. I have a subscription, so yeah, you'll probably be seeing more of this. I just wanted to give you, just let you know it came in. The next two Fireside Original Seahorses of the Month came in, and I picked them up this last week. After the estate sale Friday, I went over to Cross My Heart, my local needlework shop, because I had fabric and seahorse patterns available. So this first one is September's seahorse. This is maple. September's seahorse, maple. Now you're not going to be able to see this really well. And then October seahorse is called Crusader. He's kind of like oranges and blacks. He's kind of fun. And with the little jack-o'-lanterns kind of up in the corners of his square. He's kind of cute. So September and October seahorses are in. And the fabric that I had ordered, I had ordered this a while back. I had purchased Glendon Place's Fudgy Mint Mousse mandala pattern, and I got all the Dinky Dyes floss for it. And at the same time I ordered the flosses and stuff, I had ordered a piece of Gossamer Picture This Plus Lugana in 28 count. And for the life of me, I cannot remember what pattern I got this fabric for. I don't think it was for Fudgy Mint Mousse, because there's a lot more yellow in this fabric than, you know, and I put the Dinky Dyes up to the fabric, and it just didn't work. But anyway, so I have this fat quarter. I have a fat half, a 27 by 36 piece of 28 count Lugana in Gossamer from Picture This Plus. And you're probably not going to be able to see it really well, but this, maybe if I do turn this on, I don't know if you can, yeah, I don't know if this lighting is kind of odd in here tonight. So, this is kind of an orange and yellow kind of color. I mean, not orange and yellow, green and yellow. It's lots of green and lots of yellow. But it's Gossamer. It's a big piece. I have a fat half. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, pretty big. It's a pretty big piece. I don't remember exactly what piece I got this for. I've been racking my brain trying to figure it out. But yeah, I can't remember. And looking at the Dinky Dyes floss that I have, the called for Dinky Dyes for Fudgy Mint Mousse, the colors aren't really going to fly on this. So I now have a fat half of Gossamer Lugana 28 count that I get to find something to do on this next year. Alright, so that's going in my fabric haul. On Tuesday, my husband and I did laundry on Tuesday, and near our laundromat is a thrift store. And I usually, if we have a time when we finally get to the laundromat, if I have time, I usually go browse through the thrift store for about 15 or 20 minutes. And I happened in there Tuesday night, and I got kind of lucky, and I picked up this up until then unopened cross-stitch kit. And little did I know that I think it was Michelle Bendy Stitchy. She was giving away a pattern of this, and she had mentioned that there's quite a few people all over that is actually stitching this. But I found the copyright 1984 pattern of the Monopoly game board. I paid $1.91. I paid $2, you guys. It has the Ada. I'll just take it out since I opened it. I opened it to take a look at it. It has the Ada and the floss. according to the package, and the needle up here, there's a needle up here. According to the package, this is DMC floss. So, you see all that black's for the outlining and stuff. The pattern is in here. I also opened that up. But this package was basically unopened. So, for $2, I got the Monopoly pattern, the Ada, and the floss. Now, I don't know if I'll just take the pattern out and maybe give the pattern away. I don't know if I'll give the entire kit away. I don't know if I'll just take the Ada out and use the Ada and the floss. I don't know if I'll just stitch this myself and then maybe give the pattern away later. I don't know. I don't know if I really want a Monopoly game board that's stitched. My husband and I, we love board games, but I just don't think, I don't know. I don't know at this point what I'm going to do with this, but $1.91. I couldn't pass it up. The Ada in here is worth $1.91. Doesn't say, 24 by, it's a 24 by 24 inch piece of Ada, so it's a 24 inch square piece of Ada that's in here. So, there you have it. That's my thrift store find for this week. Alright. So, last week, this is today, last week, those of you that are in the Tiny Modernist Facebook group, you know that the Haunted Mansion sale has been going on for basically the entire month of October, or ever since they started releasing the patterns, the pattern set. So last week the final room was released, so the entire pattern is out, and I'm in this group called Love for Cross Stitch. They the moderator or creator of the group, Faye Kuhn, she was offering to get the entire pattern for everybody and hand dye fabric in a couple of different colorways for the Tiny Modernist Haunted Mansion sale. Well, here is the final release. You can see the entire pattern is now out. There's been a couple of conversions for this. Someone has done the moon as a red blood moon. That looks spectacular, and I'm actually thinking I might do that. And somebody else did it as a like a winter moon in grays and I think a white. So I have all the different floss colors that they use for that. But yeah, I don't know. So anyway, Faye had completed all the sets. The people that had paid for the pattern through her, and also the fabric, all the stuff was sent out this past weekend, so everybody should have all their stuff. Since I was already getting the pattern through email, the only thing I got from Faye is the fabric. So I actually haven't started this yet because I was waiting on my fabric. And my fabric came in on Tuesday. Maybe it was Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Fabric came in on Wednesday. So this is the piece of hand-dyed fabric from Faye Kuhn. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this at all. This is absolutely beautiful, you guys. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. Maybe I just turn this light back off. Alright, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. There is quite a bit of purple running right through the middle of the fabric. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see this. This is absolutely beautiful, you guys. I just don't know. This is just stunning to me. It's just absolutely stunning to me, this fabric. I don't have too many hand-dyed fabrics. Well, you saw the gossamer. I don't have too many hand-dyed fabrics. But this is kind of a one-of-a-kind fabric. I'm just really excited that I have this. I'm just really excited. But now I can actually get started on my Haunted Mansion Stitch Along, and a bunch of people are starting this now on the fabric they got. So I actually have my fabric, so I may get started on this now. I may wait. I don't know yet. But I got my fabric for the Haunted Mansion Tiny Modernist Stitch Along, finally. So I may have a new start coming up for you. Alright. Speaking of starts, oh, one thing really quick. Those of you also that know about Caterpillar Cross Stitch, they have a 12 days of Stitchmas stitch along. Can't really show you the actual color pattern. But 7 and 8, 12 days, it's the 12 days of Christmas song broken up into little ornaments. And the ornaments are shaped like a tree. I can show it to you So this is kind of what it's going to look like. You have the the 7 and 8 are down here, 9, 10, and then 11, 12 make up the tree trunk. You can do them separately. You can do them as a tree. I'm going to do them as a tree. Yeah, so there's 2 more installments of this pattern coming out soon. It's the 12 days of Stitchmas Stitch Along that you can get on Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So that is coming out and coming along. Oh, and Faye Kuhn, who is the lady behind the hand-painted fabrics, or the hand-dyed fabric, and the Haunted Mansion stitch-along set that we have. She has a Facebook group called Love for Cross Stitch. It's LUV, the number 4, Cross Stitch. She is working with a gentleman that she knows to help him release some of his patterns. And she has Love for Cross Stitch on Etsy.com. And she's released a few patterns for this guy. One of them was the Boo Butterfly. You probably remember me showing that on one of my other videos. But she was going to a retreat, and she had ordered some mugs, some ceramic coffee mugs for this retreat. And she'd also, at one point, not that long ago, created a pattern for the group that is just an outstanding pattern. It's bringing people together one stitch at a time, and it has a world on it, and it's just really cool. It's a really cool pattern. And you can find that in the group files on the Facebook group. But anyway, so she had contacted a company and came up with these mugs. And I went ahead and ordered a mug. I don't need a mug. I don't need ceramic mugs. I love coffee. I love my ceramic mugs because I can put them on my tea warmer, on my mug warmer, and keep my tea and coffee warmer longer. And I usually drink that kind of stuff when I stitch and watch TV and all that. I don't need mugs. My husband will tell you I don't need mugs. For just 2 of us, I mean, we probably have 30 mugs. We don't need 30 mugs. And 3/4 of our mugs don't even get used. I have some favorites, like some Thomas Kincaid ones, and just some favorite ones I like to drink out of. But I ordered a mug because you'll see why. So this also came in with my fabric. It was shipped in the same packaging. The mug came from a company called You're the Tops. There's some information about here. Custom mug. Oh, this is washing instructions. Only goes on the top rack of the dishwasher. Use care when removing your mug from the microwave. So there's care instructions about your mug. So the mugs that she got everybody are kind of a navy blue. And this, you'll see why I got the mug when I show it to you. I love cross stitch. So I have a new ceramic mug. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to wash it before I use it. But, I was telling you about the group logo. Oh, it says making friends one stitch at a time with a heart-shaped world with flags around it. This is the group logo that somebody came up with. And somebody has stitched the logo on the back of a jacket and wears this around. And I believe the jackets are for sale. I could be wrong about that. But the jackets are also for sale. But you can see there's little scissors up there and skeins of floss in the corner. This is just a really cute thing. So now I have a dedicated cross stitch mug that I will actually be using when I stitch. Now, dedicated cross stitch mug. Totally me. So, there we have it. Wow, it's going on 30 minutes, and I actually got through a lot of stuff. Just don't know where to put my mug. I'll just put my mug back there. All right. So, today, We have been kind of done with all our work, all our assigned work for the week. We get our audit samples every Thursday. They're assigned every Thursday morning, so we can start them on Thursday. They're due to be done the following Wednesday. Well, let's just say that all three of us in the office today, and I'm drinking apple cider. It's just apple cider. This is an Origins mug from Barley's near the convention center downtown. Origins is the game fair my husband and I go to every year. They partner with Barley's, the bar and grill across the street from the convention center, to offer these pint glasses every year. So every year we get 2 pint glasses, and I think we've collected them for the last 5 or 6 years. So we've gotten like 12 pint glasses like this. So it's just some apple cider, cold apple cider in a pint glass. But anyway, so we were let go early today. Like, I left work 2.5 hours early. You know, I'm salaried, so I get paid the same whether I'm there 36 hours or 60 hours. I still get paid the same. So, because we didn't really have work to do, there was no reason for us to sit there with nothing to do. So, the manager just kind of give us the okay to take off for the day, since we were all pretty well done. And I went over to Joann Fabrics. I found some fleece. I bought 2 pieces of fleece for the dog, one for the car and one for Dylan's work. And they're just pugs on the fabric, and I got her some fleece so she can have something to cover up with in the car. And then I was browsing their holiday fabric, just their cotton fabric, looking for some backing fabric so I can start making, some ornament. I have a couple of small little ornament type things that I'm finishing up. And I wanted to find some sort of like pirate type of Christmas fabric for the Mill Hill South Seas pirate that I had started last Christmas for my sister-in-law and niece for their tree. I still have to do the beading on it, but once the beading is done, I'll be ready to back it and cut it out. So I kind of got half yards of 2 different pieces of fabric. This one is a Christmas fabric that I'm going to use for the South Seas pirate. It's kind of shimmery, it's kind of gold. It kind of looks pirate-ish a little bit, and it's very Christmassy. It's reds and greens and golds. So this is going to back the South Seas pirate. I would show it. I don't have it handy right now. But I also started the little teeny witch hat kit. So I bought some candy corn fabric, just some black candy corn fabric, to have on hand to finish some Halloween things into like little teeny pillows or, whatever. I'm not really good at sewing and I'm not really good at finishing, but at least I have the fabric and I can maybe give it to whoever I'm going to have finish. So I have the Christmas backing fabric and the Halloween backing fabric. So that's pretty much all I got done. Yeah, I don't have those kits. Whoops, there goes my phone. I don't have those kits with me, but they're in my other bag. Tonight, while I was waiting for my husband to get off work, I pulled out the pumpkin. Which way does it go? It goes that way. I pulled out the fancy pumpkin. Kind of worked on it a little bit. My eyes were going wonky because the light in there isn't too good, but you can see where I've got. I was working over here, just doing some of the side edging, which would be on this side of the pumpkin. I think, yeah, it's this side of the pumpkin. So I got a little bit of progress on that. I haven't really been stitching a whole lot those last few days. I kind of lost my stitchy bug a little bit. This way. Lost my stitchy bug a little bit since I finished 100 Days of Heaven and Earth Designs. I've kind of just been like, please, no more. Just no. Haven't really made progress on much of anything, really. So I have this, I'm gonna have a new start. I'm gonna do probably either, and since we're coming up on the end of October, I'm kind of not really feeling the Tiny Modernist Haunted Mansion stitch along at this point. I might continue working on some of the Mill Hill nativity kits, but I don't know if I'll work on that Tiny Modernist Haunted Mansion cell. I might do the Tiny Modernist Santa's House cell. I have the fabric for it. I've had the fabric for it, I just haven't started it yet. Sunday High Tea is coming up on Sunday, and if you follow Carolyn from Friday Off the Grid, she does the last Sunday of every month. She'll make a new start. And speaking of new starts, Michelle Bendy Stitchy Garrett on Flosstube, she is doing this start everything Palooza before the end of the year, because next year she wants to work on nothing but whips. And she was like, well, I have a lot of whips already. And she's like, you know what? Screw it. Every other day or every couple of days, I'm starting everything. So she, from now until the end of the year, she is on a mission to start everything that she owns. Well, a good majority of everything that she owns. So she has a plethora of whips for next year. I could do that. As much as I'd love to do that, I think I would drive myself bat shit crazy. Pardon my language. Bat shit crazy if I did that. I am going to probably start something new this Sunday. And then, I've got the stitching retreat in 2 weekends. Not this coming week, not this weekend, not next weekend, it's the weekend after. So, 2 weekends, 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today? Yes, 2 weeks from today, actually, is Camp GottaStitch. I'm looking forward to that. It's my first stitching retreat. I'm taking my husband to work on Friday morning, driving up to Berlin, Ohio, which is up in Amish country, and we're staying at the Berlin Grand Hotel. We're taking a tour, some sort of tour at 2 p.m. on Friday, and then I'll be stitching all weekend long, stitching through Sunday night and coming home on Monday. That Monday is Veterans Day, and I have that day off, so I paid extra to stay Sunday night so I wouldn't have to, pack up and come home. I could extend my little stitchy trip. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a good 3 nights of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of just, fun being with some ladies that I'll know a couple of people there because, obviously the shop owners from Cross My Heart, who are the host of the retreat, they'll be there, and I know them. And I know a couple of the regulars from the Stitch Nights, but I don't know how many other people are going to be there. And so, I'll get to meet a whole bunch of new people. I don't know if I'll do... I'm going to try and do some vlogging, little video snippets here and there, which I'll probably end up uploading Monday afternoon. I don't know how my plans are going to work out for that, and I may decide not to stitch or not to video anything during the weekend, just kind of use it as a weekend off. But so that's my plan. I don't think I'm going to start much of anything else new that weekend. I'm planning on working on Amid Amish Life, that the big one that quite a few people have worked on, from the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. I'm taking that with me, and I'm going to be working on that. So, anyway, that's about all I have. This video is going on about 45 minutes, probably by the time I say goodbye and, kind of wrap things up. But I just kind of wanted to give you a little heads up, show you some stuff. I'm still working on Stiachalong 2018. You can find that on the Stiach Facebook page, or Stiachalongers 2018. I'll put links below if I remember. And the next installment came out last Saturday night. I haven't stitched it yet. It looks kind of interesting. It's just the letter I and then some other stuff, some other pieces around the motifs. The swirly motifs on the top and bottom. Haven't stitched it yet. Introduces a third color. The eye is done in your basic color, which was the 69 numbers. Yeah, I haven't even started the new installment yet, so I'm going to be a little bit behind. There's all kinds of shenanigans going on in the group. People are, taking pictures with their project while they're in the bathtub taking a bath in candlelight with a glass of wine. I mean, there's just some craziness going on. Different strange things, and there's some incentives for posting in the group. But yeah, I haven't really been participating just because I lost my stitchy bug a little bit this week, especially, and I don't know, who knows? I'm hoping to get it back. I need to get it back because, oh my gosh, going through the estate sale stuff, there's quite a few of those whips that I wouldn't mind getting started. I'm probably going to have to add an estate sale whip entry in that spinny roulette wheel app that I have for my projects, so I can actually work on something else. You guys will be amazed though when you see some of those whips in there. One of the ones I got for $2 that was just kind of thrown together willy-nilly in a bag by itself for $2. It was one of the Told in the Garden patterns, you guys. Yeah. It was one of the Told in the Garden patterns, and it's done on the most amazingly soft, even weave fabric I have ever felt in my life. And the woman's stitching is outstanding. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to match it. But, I'm going to give it my best shot because she obviously had it in mind to finish some of these. And I'm going to do my best. So you'll see that in another video. It'll be part 2 of the estate sale video because the first part of the estate sale video is already an hour long. And the whip one could easily be an hour long by itself. So you'll see me upload this video, and then you'll see me upload the 2-part estate sale video. It's pretty amazing what I found, and I'm pretty quite happy. And with that estate sale find, I could easily do what Michelle Garrett is doing and start everything between now and the first of 2019. But like I said, I would go batshit crazy if I did that. My friends and family already think I'm nuts because I have 30, 40 whips. Yeah. My husband just rolls his eyes now when he sees me working on something that he hasn't seen me working on before. He's like, "Did you just start that?" Like, "No, this is one I pulled out. I haven't worked on in 5 years." Oh, okay. I might have lied to him about that, about a couple of them recently. But no, yeah. So, I am probably going to have a new start this month for Sunday High Tea. I don't know if it's going to be the Santa's House by Tiny Modernist, the Santa's House sale, or if it's going to be the Haunted Mansion sale by Tiny Modernist. I'd like to start at least one of those. I'm thinking it's going to be the Christmas one though, because there's that, and I also have to catch up with Stitch Along this weekend. So my goals for this weekend are to make a new start for Sunday High Tea from Friday Off the Grid, Caroline. And then to also do the Stitch Along to get last week's pattern done before this week's pattern comes out. But yeah. And yeah, there's some other things I'd like to start too. And I have to start thinking about Christmas. Oh, there's a couple little Christmas ornaments that I found. One of them is a little teeny. It was like these little ornaments that came with these little plastic, little ornament frames, little cheapy plastic frames, and I think the ornament kits were like $2 or $3 at the time, like 15, 20 years ago. There was this little thing, it's called Chris Mice. Chris Mice. It's really cute. It's two little mouse, and they're kissing underneath a piece of mistletoe. Well, that one, I had backstitched one of the mice, and I hadn't finished backstitching the other mouse. So I'm going to backstitch the mice, and I might actually use some of this fabric to turn it into a thing. I have some other Christmas fabric, too, that I could use. I don't know. But I might turn it into a little teeny pillow. Yeah, it just kind of added to my Christmas collection. I don't know. It's stitched on a little piece of Ada, so it's not exactly the best stitching, but, you know, hey, there you have it. But, so there's a couple of little kits in there that I may finish. I'm going to try and finish a couple of Mill Hill Santas. Going through some of my stash, I found another Mill Hill Santa that was almost completely completed. It might actually be complete. It just needs backed and cut out. So there's that. I may have a couple of FFOs in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully. So yeah, there you have it. Oh, and my husband and I, we were at IKEA tonight. We were, we both kind of played Pokemon Go, which is the Android app that you can play, and iPhone app that you can play to catch Pokemon around wherever you happen to be. And we've been playing it a lot more lately. He's been playing it with a couple of his coworkers, and he got me back into playing it recently. And so one of our goals is to, one of our researches is to hit a few Pokestops that we've never hit before. So we actually went up to the IKEA area. We have an IKEA that opened up last year up here in Columbus, and we went up to IKEA. We made our way up to IKEA because there's a couple of Pokestops around there that we knew we hadn't hit before, so we could hit the Pokestops up there. And while we were at the stoplight getting off the freeway and we could see the IKEA building, my husband's just like, let's just eat there. Their food's cheap. We can, it's 7:45. We can just stop in and eat there. I'm like, okay. I'll have some Swedish meatballs. Sure. If you never had IKEA Swedish meatballs, they're actually not too bad. And their food's pretty inexpensive, too. So, for about $15, each of us got an entree, each of us got a dessert, each of us got a drink. $15. Hey, it's pretty good. And the dessert was amazing. I had some sort of like little almond tort with bits of toffee on top of it. It was really good. My husband had the dark chocolate cake. He said it was just okay, but yeah, he had the veggie balls, and he really liked them. The veggie balls were really good. And he also got a side of Swedish meatballs, because, why go to IKEA? Why go to IKEA if you don't eat Swedish meatballs? So after dinner, we sat there for a couple of minutes just talking and enjoying each other's company, and then we decided to walk around a little bit. We ended up making a $35 purchase on some little display shelves from the kids area. I will show those to you once we get them up. I have a lot of little trinkets and dolls and stuff that I'm going to put on mine somewhere when I find the room, find exactly where I'm going to put them. But anyway, so we have some shelves from IKEA tonight. I forgot where I was going with that. I forgot where I was going with the IKEA story. Yeah, I was going to tell you something about IKEA, but now I just can't remember. Anyway, so this video is going on about 55 minutes. This video is a little bit longer than I thought it might be. I'm sorry for rambling. I hope you enjoyed the information that I showed you. If you have any questions about anything you saw on my video tonight, please leave me a comment below. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. If you want to be notified when I upload more videos, please be sure to subscribe and then click on the little bell to get the notifications of my new videos. That would be great. Just, and if you give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, just let me know what you liked and what you didn't like. I try and make it a point to respond to comments and questions to the best of my ability. I do hope to do some sort of Q&A session if and when I get questions. So just keep them coming. I hope you guys are all preparing for Halloween. Halloween is coming up here in Columbus on Wednesday next week. Most of the areas here are trick-or-treating on Wednesday night, so I'll be sitting outside in whatever weather we have, waiting for the trick-or-treaters to come. It's been raining most of the afternoon here. It's kind of rainy here. Quite a lot of churches are having their trunk-or-treats this weekend. Some have them tonight, some of them will have them tomorrow. It just really depends. And some of the cities are actually having their trick-or-treat nights this weekend as opposed to Wednesday. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, the news just started and they have the satellite here. And yeah, we're just all green right over the area, the viewing area here. It's all rain. So we're looking at a very wet, kind of very cold weekend here in Columbus. So I hope you guys are enjoying the fall weather. The leaves are changing here in Ohio. They're turning quite rapidly. Just lots of stuff going on, you know. Stitching retreat in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to that. Quite a few new Flosstubers out there. I can't remember some of their names off the top of my head. I'm gonna put their information in my next video and kind of talk about them a little bit. Some new people I watched, obviously, you know, the old standbys, Michelle Bendy Stitchy, Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching, Priscilla and Chelsea, the Real Housewives of GottaStitch, Ginger Gerald, Kyle Reckemeyer, Stitching with Sound, I think is his, Stitcherista. There's quite a few other ones. Yeah. So anyway, get out there and vote. It's very important. Voting happens in just over 2 weeks, just over a week and a half. Just over a week. Voting happens in just over a week. Get out there and vote. No matter how you vote, and if you follow me on Facebook, you pretty well know how I vote. Get out there and vote, people. Just do it. It's your duty. If you're unhappy with how things are, if you're happy with how things are, get out there and vote. Voting is important. Voting is your civic duty. It's not an entitlement. It's your civic duty. If you're American, you need to be voting. Get out there and vote. All right. So that was my soapbox thing. I'm not gonna go into any more. You just need to get out there and vote. Make sure you vote in just over a week. Unless you've already voted, or if you're going to do early voting, we have an early voting center not far from here. Get out there and vote, people. Voting's important. If you're in the United States, you need to get out and vote. It's important. Anyway, so there's my little soapbox thing. There's my little PSA. All right, so that's it for tonight. It's almost an hour, you guys. I'm not going to apologize for anything I say, anything I do. Just, you know, I hope you found something here that you can use. I just hope you watch. Leave me comments below. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. Just let me know. Let me know your thoughts. I'm just interested, and you know, I look forward to reaching out to you. If you happen to be out there in Flosstube land and you're coming to Camp GottaStitch in Berlin, Ohio in 2 weekends, I'll be there. Look forward to meeting you. Look forward to seeing you. Look forward to seeing all your stitches, because, yeah. Anyway, holy crap, that's too near my house. Well, that's not good. There was a person found shot in a car not that far from my house. Anyway, so all right. So I'm going to wrap this up. Take care. Keep on stitching. Buy all the stuff. Get all the stash. Go to the estate sales, because you never know what you're going to find. Just keep on keeping on. And remember the motto. The Love for Cross Stitch motto. The group motto. This is important. You know, the whole reason why we're here is because we're making friends one stitch at a time. Making friends one stitch at a time. If you stitch, you're my friend. No matter your stance on things outside of stitching. We're all friends here. So let's all get along, let's smile, and let's enjoy each other's stitching. Because that's really all that matters. But get out and vote. No matter how you vote, get out and vote. Making friends one stitch at a time. Alright, so that's it for tonight. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Thanks! Hi Flosstube, it's just me really quick again. Hey, somebody had brought this to my attention a couple days ago on one of my videos. I think my either video number 40, video and 41, or 41 and 42. Anyway, a couple of videos that I posted back to back apparently had some of the same footage. One of them was a shorter video, the other one was a longer video. I just wanted to apologize and say, hey, I'm not sure what happened. Maybe I was just really tired. Didn't realize that I had pulled in duplicate footage. But I apologize for that. I'm not going to take the videos down because I'm not really sure, you know, like what content was duplicated. So, you know, if you watch one, you may have seen it on the other video. So, I apologize for that. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Yes, I did kind of sort of realize, apparently, after the fact that a couple of my video snippets got pulled into multiple videos, and I'm sorry. But hopefully that won't happen with my estate sale haul video, but we'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Take care, and back to stitching for me. I'm going to have some stitching done this weekend because it's supposed to be cold and rainy. Not really conducive to doing much anything outside the home, I hope. So we're going to stay in, keep Rosie entertained, and just kind of relax. Alright, take care. Bye.